Welcome, Hornets. We're going to be talking about IVT, or the intermediate value theorem, today. And the whole idea behind the intermediate value theorem, just as you were able to see in the video, that if I know two values of a function, so let's say x equals 1 and x equals 3, and I know that they are 2 and 7 respectively, and they ask me, is there a value that yields 4 on that interval? The answer is yes. Because I am looking at a continuous function, there has to be some value c on the interval between 1 and 3 that will yield a 4 as an output. So let's look at IVT and the type of question that they're going to ask you. They're going to say, find the value of c on the given function f equals 3x squared plus x minus 2, such that f of c is equal to that 50. Now, I did a quick graph of this, and I've located that f of 10 is 308, and I found that f of 2 is 12. Therefore, there has to be a value somewhere on this interval where 12 is in between 308, 12, 50 is somewhere in between the 308 and the 50. And we can see graphically that there has to be a value. After all, that's the 2 and the 10. So the way we're going to have to do this is we're going to look at two different equations. We're going to put into y1, the original equation, and we're going to put in y2, the horizontal line, y equals 50. It only takes a minute to put these in. You'll notice the 3x squared plus x minus 2 and the 50. And for my windows, I want to make sure that I have a reasonable graph. So I went negative 10 to 10, followed by zoom fit, and it gives me a graph that's reasonable. Now, since I'm only looking for 50, I don't need the x-intercepts, but what I do need is that line right there. So I'm now going to take the horizontal line, y equals 50, and find the intersection. Second, trace, 5. Enter, enter, enter. And I end up having x equals 4. That means that yes, by MVT, so let's write our answer down. Yes, by IVT, there must be a value c on the closed interval from 2 to 12, or 2 to 10, excuse me, that's the interval I said. Use brackets, such that f of c equals 50. Okay, this is because f of x is continuous on 2 to 10, and f of 2 equals 12 has to be less than f of c equaling 50, which is less than f of 10 equals 308. Now, this is the answer that's telling us how we know. There has to be an answer on this interval because we're looking at a closed interval from 2 to 10, and we have an inequality that says f of 2 is 12 and f of 10 is 308. There has to be a 50 between them. Now, we found what that was. Our c value that yielded 50 was x equals 4. So if they are asking you to find the value, do your inequality, or do your intersection, I should say, between y equals 50 and the curve. Use your graphing calculator to find that intersection, and you find the intersection is x equals 4. If they ask you to explain why there must be a value, then you have a statement. Yes, by IVT, there must be a value c on the closed interval, 2 to 10, such that f of c equals 50, because f of x is continuous on the closed interval, 2 to 10, and the inequality holds. Please make sure that you are aware of this, because we will be using this all year. Thank you very much. Please have a very good and safe evening. Bye-bye.